Welcome back, writers. Today we're going to look at 5 things to remember for creating real characters. So this first thing, and something I see ignored all the time, is giving characters internal problems. External problems are important. The world ending, a deadly game that you volunteer for. But it's the internal problems that give the external problems human value. Feeling wanted, envy, loss. These are internal problems. And though the world ending is exciting, it's the internal problems that readers relate to, and it's the same internal problems and how characters face them that make them feel real. The internal and external have to go hand in hand. There may be only 14 hours to save the world, but how is that problem rooted in a human connection? An important element of stories is characters overcoming challenge. From Dorothy to Bridget Jones, it's about how they face adversity. How they rise to the challenge is where readers and audiences learn who these characters are, see what they're made of. It's also where audiences relate and ultimately how characters feel real. So it's vital that obstacles are thrown at your characters, repeatedly so, pushing them further away from their goals. They need to lose and lose and lose, showing us who they are until they win. When I see a manuscript from clients, I instantly look for the flaws in their characters. Novice writers make, without realizing it, these perfect characters who have no faults, no limitations, no weaknesses. Without flaws, characters have no layers, which are necessary if we want to make them feel real. Flaws make the characters march to their goals harder. And because they're internal, they create good tension. And they ultimately need to grow past that flaw for them to move forward. All of this is gold dust if you want readers to relate to your characters. Because what's more human and real than flaws and imperfection? Characters need to be interesting and not likable. So many writers come to me with that desire, and it shouldn't be the focus. Readers don't turn a page because the character is likable. They turn out of intrigue and desire. Whether they like a character is secondary. If we as writers focus on the character's journey, their goals, their flaws, their yearnings and obstructions, we'll have better characters, more interesting characters, and hopefully enthralled readers. Stories are characters going on journeys. Physical, perhaps, but always mental. Part of that mental journey is characters learning what they didn't know at the start. Seeing that journey, being involved in it, is another way that characters become real to readers. We can relate to that learning, that moving from point A to B, because like the best characters, real life isn't static. It shifts and changes. But as writers, we need to know what our characters are going to learn. That knowledge helps dictate the journey that you're going to take them on. Alright, thanks for watching. As always, comments are welcome. What do you think makes characters real? Until next time.